Hi Leo, welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. This is your bi-weekly love reading for February 1st to the 14th. Sorry, bi-weekly general reading. I just did the love readings. I apologize. Bi-weekly general reading for February 1st to the 14th. So that's not to say there's no love involved here. It's just whatever comes up, and then we go from there. Alright, so let me get my rings on. I'm not going to light incense because I just did a reading where I did light some already to clean up the space. Yeah, I think I'll go with this. Okay, anyways. So we're going to use the Goddess Tarot deck by Chris Walder. Just like last time, same kind of roundup. The Crystal Healing cards, Doreen Virtues, Romance Angels, Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield, Denise Lynn's Sacred Traveler, Colette Barron reads Wisdom of the Oracle cards, and then Megan Watterson's The Divine Feminine Oracle cards, and then Alana Fairchild's Wild Kuan Yin Oracle cards. Alright, I'm going to leave the Love and Romance cards for last, because I feel like, first of all, you know, they're very short, these meanings, and you get kind of exhausted by the time we get to the end of this reading, because it takes about an hour. I'll try to be as efficient as possible. Okay, so here we go with the Goddess Tarot in the form of a Celtic cross. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 1st to the 14th. What does Leo need to know? Can we please get a positive reading to manifest the best life for Leo? What does Leo need to know? This is for, ooh, okay, Emperor. This here is Goddess Freya. Coming into your own power, lots of responsibilities, Seven of Pentacles, feeling challenged, a little bit of blocking opportunities as well, possibly more travel here with movement with the Chariot card with Goddess Rhiannon. Both of these cards are power cards, sorry, are major arcana cards, fate cards. So it's speaking to a lot of travel or changes, okay? Movement of location, movement to a new job, movement of home, change, okay? And it's to do with growth here with the wands, fire sign, creative energy, also to do with responsibilities and feeling like you're a little bit like defensive. Then you got Nine of Swords at the bottom. It's making you stressed out, anxious, sleepless nights. It's an unhappy card, Nine of Swords, okay? So let's try to get a positive reading for Leo, please. For Leo to manifest their best life. For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, February 1st to the 14th. Just change this here. Gonna give it a good shuffle. After a good shuffle, one card will pop out, and that'll be my signal that that's the end of a shuffle. But if it doesn't, if it takes too long, I will end it on my own. If cards pop out like it just did early on in the shuffle, I'll show it to you and give you a brief summary. It always is good to take a peek at those and talk about it, because they pop up again and it gives us more clarity into what's going on. But I think we're going to be good, because I am literally pulling out, like, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 oracle cards, right? Okay. For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 1st to the 14th. Alright, more with the movement here with Goddess Rhiannon. That's speaking to the Chariot, conviction, confidence going into battle, and victory is assured, okay? It's like the Kingmaker card. Then you've got Goddess Tara over here, one of my favorite goddesses. They're all my favorites, but this is another one too. Okay, you got 3 major arcana, Leo. Leo, you got 3 major arcana, major transformation, major change going on. This is equivalent to the Fool card, the card of enlightenment. Also here, it's Goddess Tara, who is an enlightened deity, an enlightened goddess. It's speaking to a new beginning, a fresh, clean slate, a fresh start, okay? And then you've got the Justice card here with Goddess Athena, Goddess of War, Goddess of Intelligence and Wisdom. Okay, and so you've got this and the Chariot. So both the very battle-like atmosphere, like a going into a situation ready to fight for what you want. Justice is also speaking to legal matters, court rulings, reading the fine print, contracts, anything to do with even marriage, prenups, divorce, custody, all those kind of things, okay? On the bottom, again, with more defensive energy. Before we got 7 of Wands with the blocking kind of defensive. 9 of Wands ups that, okay? It's feeling defensive and protecting what you've already established. It's called the Wounded Warrior card. Being vigilant, feeling distrustful, feeling attacked, feeling about to be attacked, always keeping one eye open, waiting. All right, so let's get a positive reading for Leo's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 1st to the 14th, please. What's going on for Leo? What does Leo need to know to manifest their best life? Can we get a positive reading for the Leos who are trying to manifest their best life, please? Because I think those are the ones that need to hear the messages the most. For those who are just sitting at home doing nothing, you know, it's not... What's the point? You already know what you're doing. This is for the Leos who are trying to manifest their best life. And I say that for every sign. Let's get a positive reading, please. What guidance do they need to know to help them manifest abundance, love, success? For those Leos, in the form of a Celtic cross, please. Okay, I'm going to end the shuffle now. I think that's been enough. There's a way I like to end it. That's it. All right. On the bottom, 3 of Pentacles. Gaining recognition for skills at work. It's also the card of the artist. Someone creative. Here we go. King of Swords in the situation. Challenged by the Princess of Wands. Princess of Staves, which is like the Knight of Wands. There's a Hierophant. In this deck, it's called Tradition with Goddess Juno. And that's in your conscious, Major Arcana. Foundation, 10 of Pentacles. Excellent. Recent past, Ace of Wands, new beginning. Look at that. Recent future, 7 of Pentacles. A little bit of waiting. You right now, 3 of Swords. Heartbreak, loss, disappointment. Around you, Prince of Staves. This is like the Page of Wands. Hopes and fears. 9 of Wands. There's that defensive, wounded warrior energy again. And the outcome, 4 of Pentacles. All right. So, here we go. In the situation, we've got the King of Swords. This is someone, because the sword suits, the swords here, I feel like this is directly related to this heartbreak here, just because they're both swords, are the only swords in this reading. So, and also, we're going to say off the bat, there's no cups, right? So, we already know there's no love here, like for feelings, emotions. There's no cups going on. Of course, there's emotions tied to other things going on in your life, but romantically, I don't see something blooming or blossoming. I see something that's ended. Let's get into it. King of Swords could be someone who's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? This is someone older. This is the energy also could be a single father, a divorcee, just like the Queen of Swords is like a single mother divorcee energy. Someone who is logical and reasonable, and they approach life with a cool head, whether it be romance or their career. Let me just take a sip for a sec. All right, and so this sword of truth, victory, and clarity, it's cutting off anything that doesn't serve in their best interest. In love and romance, this is someone who's very critical thinking in terms of they'll do the research, they'll find out where you fit in comfortably into their life, otherwise it just won't fit. They've got responsibilities. And so I see the challenge here is this Princess of Staves, like this is like the equivalent to the Knight of Wands in the female form here, Princess of Staves. And so this is just about someone coming in passionately, wanting to, you know, they're attracted, they're wanting to start something, they're bringing news of an opportunity of some creative venture. Now, wands are all fire energy, male energy. There's a lot of wands here. It's about wanting to manifest something. I feel like this was like you wanting to manifest with someone, okay, in a relationship. But I feel like they're very cold and they are more about logic, reason, and, you know, their own life. It's more self-centered, more about them than it is about trying to manifest something with you, okay? You are here with a younger kind of energy than they have. They're more established, I'm getting, than you are. So the challenge here is you've got someone who's got this like single, divorcee, single father energy, or someone who's also, it could be the card of like the businessman, the CEO, someone established, someone who's got to use, you know, also in communications like IT, things like that. Someone who's very much into logic and reason, you know, research, someone who's not airy-fairy, lovey-dovey, someone who's got responsibilities and takes them seriously. And so it's challenged by a youthful, younger energy of someone who is coming in with passion and wants to start something with them. But this is in a challenge position. So they see you as a challenge or you see them as a challenge. Well, however that goes. This King of Swords is challenged by this person. Okay, this Knight of Wands. Here it's Princess of Staves. Someone who's trying to, you know, start something with them. In the conscious here, in your mind, day to day, what you're thinking of. Now, this is traditionally, it's the card of the Hierophant. Hierophant represents all the established institutions. Also, Hierophant, just like the Pope, represents, you know, the channeling between spirit to the masses. Also speaking to faith. When you see the Hierophant card or the tradition card with Juno here, it's about having spiritual faith. And also, because I see this kind of relationship and a breakup, I feel like it was in your mind and your conscious here that you were focused. Your focus was this huge major arcana, major fate card, major secrets. It's called, translated from major arcana, and it's speaking to a push in your mind, your consciousness for marriage. Some kind of feeling of being traditional, traditional values, okay? So in the conscious here, you've got like this kind of very committed kind of marriage kind of on your mind energy. But on the foundation here, you got 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles, now this is like foundation is in the subconscious, what you're feeling, your hidden feelings, all that. 10 of Pentacles. This is about the full commitment and completion of the Pentacles. This is about lineage, legacy, inheritance, success, financial abundance, established deep roots. So when I see Juno, goddess Juno here for tradition in the place of the Hierophant, and then the 10 of Pentacles, there's both great faith, traditions, values that are important to you, old school, to again more deep roots, commitment. These are both cards of deep commitment. It's like on the foundation subconscious, you're committed to this situation. In the conscious, you're committed to this situation, and even more so, you're trying to make things happen. You've got faith. You've got maybe even marriage on the brain, okay? In the recent past, we have Ace of Wands. That is a passionate new beginning. It's like the seed of all the other wands to the completion phase. These aces are always very potent. They contain all the DNA of the completion. Wands are male energy, fire energy. It's like the big D. It's very passionate. It's a passionate new beginning. And you see this person looking towards here. Could even be like a very strong sexual chemistry attraction as well that's been started. So then you've got 7 of Pentacles. This woman here tending to her garden. It's all about from the Ace of Pentacles that you've planted this seed. Now you're trying to do your best to cultivate this. You've been cultivating this relationship, whoever this is, and putting in effort, watering, all that. And you're waiting almost to the point where it's time to harvest and reap the benefits and rewards of all that hard work and effort. The only note of caution with the Seven of Pentacles is, aside from waiting, it's that it's going to be a little bit less of a reward than you're expecting, but still it will be wonderful and miraculous, generally speaking. Now, when I see it negatively aspected, because there's always high vibration interpretations, these cards, and low vibration, just like there's upright and reversed, okay? Like upright, where some people, I don't do reversed. I look at cards like this, and then tarot cards are also read when they mix it all up, and some of them will come out reversed like this. They'll have like a negatively aspected meaning, which I take into account. I do it upright, and what I see around it, that's how I'll see if it's to be negatively aspected or not, okay? Because I see heartbreak, loss, and disappointment, because I see this defensiveness, and it ends up, you know, being kind of unreceptive and closed off. You, in your conscious, subconscious, are committed, but I see this King of Swords and this passion leading to heartbreak. So I feel like I might have to mention the negatively aspected version of the Seven of Pentacles as well. It's kind of like you waited on something that won't come to fruition, okay? Three of Swords here, this is you right now. This is about heartbreak, loss, and disappointment. So whatever you were hoping for, this commitment, it's like it didn't happen. You feel like it's not going to happen. You feel like you lost here. Why? Because on the bottom of the deck, you see Three of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. The reason being is I feel like this person that you're dealing with, possibly a single father energy, or someone who is, you know, again, it's not someone who's committed, completely lovey-dovey. Like, you've got major earth energy in your subconscious and conscious. You're grounded in this like commitment. They're air sign. They've got the sword. They are more about themselves, okay? It looks like they're looking towards this Ace of Wands. It was a passionate thing. It was a passionate fun time. It was a passionate romance as long as it lasted. But then look towards this as well. He's looking towards. You're looking towards him, or this person's looking towards this person, and this person's looking towards this. Three of Pentacles is recognition for skills at work. So this is success, someone creative possibly. Also, it's about getting notoriety, acclaim, and fame for the good work that you do. So it could be really a professional here that you're dealing with. And it also could speak to a third-party situation where whoever they were with before, that situation has not completely ended, or they're seeing other people as well as you, like another person. You might have found this out. This might have led to the heartbreak, disappointment, okay? Around you, yeah, you got the Prince of Staves. This is like the Page of Wands. Pages are youthful energy, could represent children, but it also could represent messengers, people who collect and relay information. So here's this page coming into you, letting you know, and there's heartbreak. These pages, they're messengers. They let you know what's going on. They're bringing you news. And this page brought you news, as you can see, bringing this wand about this relationship, right, that you have. And it's heartbreak, disappointment, and loss, okay? Now, another way to flip it is you might be this King of Swords energy, and you might be dealing with someone younger, because I sense this younger energy with an older, more established energy, however that resonates for you. And then you've got the Nine of Staves in your hopes and fears. Nine of Wands, Nine of Staves is all about the Wounded Warrior card. You came out of something rough. You're not over it. You still have the residue on you. And it's about being defensive and guarding everything that you've worked hard for and all of the success that you've already established. All the growth. Really, it's about growth more than like material wealth. It's the Wands, right? A fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is represented by the Wands. Also, it's just about feeling like you have to be vigilant, like on your guard, because people are coming for you. You feel like you might be attacked at any moment, like people might be coming for you at any moment. You have to be defensive at all times. Feeling defensive, and it's also like a barrier to you being happy. This is a blocked energy, right? And then you go to Four of Pentacles, is more being blocked. Now, Four of Pentacles is about someone who's got some amount of wealth and established some amount of success, whatever it is in their life. And I feel like this is going towards love and romance, because it's this breakup kind of energy here, right? Wanting commitment, ending up in a breakup, passionate beginning that led to you waiting, brought you news that was a heartbreak, disappointment. Now you're feeling like a wounded warrior. Outcome, Four of Pentacles. Now you're shut off, unreceptive. The Four of Pentacles generally speaks to greed and miserliness, holding on to your coin so tight, not willing to invest, not willing to share, not willing to even speak about what you have. It's all about being closed off, distrusting, and this is more distrusting energy, right? In love and romance, it's about, you know, you're just, either way you look at it, whether it be career or love and romance, unreceptive, okay? Unreceptive, shut off. So how can you ever manifest this commitment and this Ten of Pentacles that you want if you're being greedy or miserly or unreceptive and shut off from the rest of it and defensive, right? By law of attraction, that's not going to happen. You have to manifest what you want to attract, right? Let's just take a peek at what's next under this Three of Pentacles. Yeah, leaving a sad situation with the Six of Swords due to this third-party situation, I feel. One more peek. Justice, Athena. This is the goddess of, we saw this earlier pop out, right? This is the card of, Athena is a goddess of war, intelligence, wisdom. And she, representing justice, it's all about court dealings. I feel like this is like a divorce. Somebody's getting a divorce or something. Somebody's getting separated. And there's, you know, fine print, legal matters, documents, court dealings, rulings, whatever, that all needs to go down, okay? The world, look, the world is all about, now that you're single, the world is your oyster, wanting to travel, like, you know, got the travel bug, also looking to a bigger picture, charities, helping out with environmentalism. World is also about a major cycle coming to an end, to a new cycle. Look, you got more major arcana cards. Strength, Goddess Oya, right? That's the card for Leo as well. Okay, so we'll end it there. And now I'm going to put, like, it looks like after you leave the situation, things get better, okay? Let's pull one Wild Kuan Yin Oracle card for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. That's it. Sacred Falcon shows the way. Okay. Okay, there's a bird of spirit. On the bottom, we've got let your world spin on its axes. Okay, I'm going to put the music down just a little bit, and we'll read Wild Kuan Yin. This is number 17. All right, these are very deep, so let's get started. Sacred Falcon shows the way. My wisdom is, I'll put it in the middle. My wisdom is embodied in nature. I speak to you through the language of the natural world. You will understand my guidance for you as you trust in your observations of nature. Look for my signs. My language is symbolic, humorous, clear, and loving. I talk to you every day, my divine wild child. Within you are the wild instincts and loving intuitions that can recognize my signs, the presence of my guiding hand. I am speaking to you. Look, listen, believe. Guidance. Most of us would love to hear our spiritual guidance more clearly. To do so, we must be willing to trust our hearts when we feel moved, even if our logical mind has doubts. Your heart just knows when you have received a sign from the Divine Mother. It could be the most ordinary occurrence, a simple remark made by another, a song on the radio, the sudden appearance of an animal. Or perhaps your sign is more dramatic, an accident that seems like a warning or a synchronicity too vivid, inspiring, or compelling to ignore. What shows a sign to be a communication from the divine rather than any other mundane happening is the feeling that accompanies it. It captures your attention and you sense there is meaning for you, even if you are not sure immediately what that meaning could be. There are signs happening for you now, and the divine is guiding you on your path. You are not alone, and you are being asked to trust the signs. Trust your feelings. Don't let your mind talk you out of what your heart knows to be true. It is safe to trust in these loving signs. In a reading, your instincts and intuition are healing and growing stronger, perhaps after a time of shutting them down with fear, shame, or excessive reliance on logic. It is safe for this to happen now. It will help you live a better, happier life. You are in a healing process of rewilding, discovering who you really are, undoing years of conditioning and suppression to awaken your real self again. This is exciting, but you may feel sad, angry, tired, or have sudden surges of energy at times too. Let this happen. You are coming to life again, and anything you experience is part of the healing and rebirthing process. Be kind, get rest, express yourself, and don't let anything or anyone stop you from this sacred healing process of reclaiming and loving your real self. If you have been sensing something and wondering if your intuition is correct, there is encouragement here to trust your feelings. You are seeing the signs for what is to come. What you need to know, you will sense instinctively, and it will later be confirmed. So the healing process is this kind of statement, kind of affirmation you can say to yourself. I'll just read it for those who want to know. Place one hand on your belly and one on your heart. Say this prayer aloud. Kuan Yin, Wild Divine Mother, I call upon your grace and blessing. Sacred Falcon, sacred animal body with instincts so wild and loving heart with wise intuition, I call upon you both. Of my own free will, I choose to forgive myself for ever ignoring my intuition or instincts. I forgive myself for any time I did follow instinct or intuition and became frightened of what happened and pulled back, not willing to commit to a course of action, and where I felt betrayed, abandoned, or disappointed. I now choose to trust unconditionally in the safety of following my instincts and intuition. I forgive and release any person, any memory from this or any lifetime where listening to my instincts or intuition has elicited judgment or fear. I no longer choose to carry this memory. Instead, I now choose to experience the peace of trust in my instinctual body and my intuitive heart. I trust myself through my own free will and the grace of Wild Kuan Yin, who loves me unconditional. It is so. Now, with one hand still on your heart and one on your belly, rest for as long as feels good, perhaps with your eyes closed. When you feel it is time, simply open your eyes. You have completed your healing process. Beautiful. All right, let me put that there. And now, because we're talking about spirituality, I'd like to follow it up with my other heart deck here, the Divine Feminine Oracle cards by Megan Watterson. It's full of all the wonderful goddesses, ascended masters, saints, all female, from all over the world. Let's see which goddess or ascended master, which goddess, let's say, wants to come out and play for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 1st to the 14th. What guidance does Leo need? What card, what goddess will come out to guide Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 1st to the 14th, please? That's it. Oh my goodness. Okay, you got two. You got Sarah Lakali, Queen of the Outsiders. I have arrived. I am where I will always be, in love. And you got Queen Esther, the Morning Star. My ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. So I'm going to put this one over here, and I'll use this for the two goddesses. So we've got Sarah Lakali over here. And then we have Queen Esther over here. This feels like this could be many messages coming through here. All right. So let me read about it. And on the bottom, we'll just take a peek. It is Green Tara, the Buddha of enlightened action. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. My favorite goddess, Green Tara. Love her. Love all the goddesses. Thank you so much for appearing. But we're going to talk about Sarah Lakali and Queen Esther, because I feel like you need to hear this message. So 210 is Sarah Lakali. Let's talk about her first. And it says, when your soul selects her card, no matter who you are or where you are, Saint Sarah's love is the kind that reaches you. There's nothing you need to perfect or prove. There's nothing you need to wait to become. There's only the deep abiding truth that love is not outside of you. You are never an outsider to love. You are love. Saint Sarah is the ultimate love card, the one that whispers what you've always known. That love is our true purpose and our only true home. Love is where we will all arrive, no matter how persecuted, how lonely, how outcast we might feel. No matter how long it has been since we've felt loved. Saint Sarah is the healing that comes when we embody love again. She is here to welcome us back to the singular destination we actually never left. Home is only ever as far as we allow ourselves to be separate from the space of our own heart. The soul voice meditation is enter the heart, ask to experience love, true love, and let it fill you head to soul. The intention, I have arrived, I am where I will always be in love. Next, we'll read about Queen Esther, the morning star. I believe she is Jewish. In background, let me see, where is she? Queen Esther. There she is, 146. All right, so when your soul selects her card, the ego has a timetable that the soul couldn't care less about. When we are feeling stressed or threatened in some way, with the Nine of Wands, fear can be exceptionally loud and can inform the ego to work overtime in trying to get something accomplished or to manipulate something to happen. The natural flow of energy that's always at work behind the scenes, the universe's capacity to assist us then gets blocked. When we are in service of love, we are following the dictates of our soul. And when the ego is in its service of the soul, divine timing ensues. Esther mastered this art. Even under extreme duress, she listened wisely to her soul. She became a queen by letting her love for her people inform her feminine intuitive powers. This is her imperative. Trust that everything is aligning in divine timing. Trust your soul voice. The soul voice meditation. What do I intuitively know will happen in divine timing for me? Intention. My ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. It says that she lived with the Jewish community in exile in Persia during the 5th century. Using her brilliance and her intuition, Esther came up with a plan to save her cousin and her people. Her beauty had caught the attention of the king, so when his current wife Vashti refused to come to him when called, Esther seized the moment and the king chose her to be his wife. Then Esther didn't wait for the king to call her. She prepared a large banquet and then called for him. Once he was fully in love with her, she revealed that she was a Jew and that Haman had plotted to kill her people. The book of Esther in the Tanakh, or the Hebrew scriptures, is known as the Scroll or the Megillah, and it is read twice out loud, once in the morning and in the evening during the festival of Purim to celebrate the memory of Esther's brave actions. Her name is derived from the word meaning bright star or morning and evening star. This is the name she grew into when she courageously trusted her intuition and used its divine timing to save herself and her people. Beautiful. All right. Next, we're going to pull one Wisdom of the Oracle card from Colette Baron Reed. Now, I know these are long readings, guys. If you need to, pause, take a break, check out the time that you're stopping at and come back later. These cards are awesome. I really love all of these, really. And then the love cards have their purpose. I don't love them, but they're useful. So, if you don't have the time now, I know it gets a little exhausting after a while. Some of you, you guys enjoy it. Others, you might need to come back, break it up into pieces. Whatever. So, this is for, one is a relationship message and one is a prosperity message. So for love, career, or protection, okay? Can we get one card for Leo's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 1st to the 14th, please? What does Leo need to know? That's it. Chop wood. I never saw that before. Chop wood. On the bottom, here and now. Past is that way, future is that way, and this is little girl. To me, this card, it's always about living in the present because it talks about leaking power when you live in the past or you're dreaming about the future. This person here, Leo, is that you? You're still a little girl, okay, because you're living in the past. Still, in this, there's an egg here, speaking to childhood kind of issues. So here and now, okay? But we're going to read Chop Wood, which is interesting because I haven't read that one yet. All right. Let's see what Chop Wood means. Number 42. Essential meanings: being grounded in everyday experience and humility. So it says, the Oracle's message: there are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness. so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, look at this, just like this gardener here, and then leaving it be to let nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goal brings you into a state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way to clear your energy to receive your aha moments, which brings you ever closer to what you seek. Here's your relationship message. Nothing is as important right now as doing what you need to do day to day. Let your heart remember that not everything has to be hard-won, passionate, or even obviously meaningful. Relationships and friendships go through lulls when the everyday tasks are at the center of awareness. That is perfect now. Hold hands, wash dishes, make a fire, read a book, share a meal, say nothing, stare into space, pick up socks, tell a dumb joke, and leave space to breathe. The work of your relationship right now is very simple, just to be present. Funny how it takes work to just be. All is well, really. The prosperity message is, now is the time to take small steps rather than larger leaps on the journey to creating your most prosperous life. Move your focus off your big dream and attend to the mundane chores. Focus on the little things that may have piled up while you've been mapping out the greatest plan for the life you aspire to see manifest into reality. Chop wood, carry water, as the Zen proverb advises, or wash dishes, walk the dog. While you're doing all that, Spirit will have a chance to move mountains and set wondrous miracles in motion for you. Remain humble and aware of the present. Now the protection message. Are you an armchair astronaut? Do you dream of wealth and fame, big ideas, inventions, or desires with a capital D? The appearance of this card is a sign that you might be devoting far too much time to dreaming and talking about your dreams. You have to get out of the chair to make things happen. You actually have to do something. Start with a small task. Remember, the big dream becomes reality only after you have begun to take incremental steps. Mythologist Joseph Campbell once said, "Take one step towards the gods and they will take 10 steps towards you." Woo! Both times, Leo, with this message is saying, a lot of this has been you coming and approaching life very logically, in a reasonable, logical way, analytical way. And it's saying there's a call to be more spiritual. Even that your ancestors are trying to help, Spirit's trying to help. And it's saying chop wood, carry water, as the Zen proverb advises. Focus on the little things. And it's time to get out of your chair, as it called it, armchair astronaut. Big ideas with a capital D for your dreams. But you actually have to do, in italicized, do something. Start with a small task. Take one step towards the gods and they will take 10 steps towards you, by Joseph Campbell. Okay? Now, let's get one crystal healing card for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 1st to the 14th. This is for you to work with for the next 2 weeks. You can either, if you have it, that's great. If you don't, you can even just Google a picture and meditate looking at it. Just do some breathing exercises, look at the crystal, and try to focus on the chakra that is supposed to be healing. I think that's one of the best things about these cards as well. You can say, what chakra needs healing? What does Leo need to work on? What chakra needs healing? What crystal is going to help improve Leo's health, wealth, happiness, to manifest their best life from February 1st to the 14th? What is the most important crystal for Leo to work with right now for this period of February 1st to the 14th? Okay. You got these two. This one showed itself. This is Prenite Trust. And this is all about working with your heart chakra. Okay, this is saying your heart needs healing. So any green stone will help you with working on your heart chakra. And this one, it says trust, and it's called the crystal prehnite. Okay, on the, I'll just take a peek. Red jasper, healthy boundaries. Okay, I've got red jasper here as well, like a few of them. I put them around to make my own little boundary, and it's very popular. It's especially good, especially if you have like some kind of abuse issues as well. It's something that helps with healing. Okay, and it's speaking, when you see this card, saying that you need to create healthy boundaries. They've got a sexual kind of tone to this as well. Okay, so if there's any kind of sexual abuse, or you're living a kind of, like, if you're doing anything, especially with the Ace of Wands, like right now, if you feel a little bit used, or you feel a little bit, you know, low energy about your sexuality, it's red jasper can also help to heal with that. Okay, so I'm going to put these over here. And on the bottom, cacoxenite, new beginnings. Beautiful. So I'm just going to, I know this is your heart chakra. I'll just check the chakra for the red jasper. Okay, it says it's for your base chakra, your base chakra. Okay, so it's a sacred stone used in ceremonies for protection, draws Mother Earth's healing energy up into the body, assists in setting healthy boundaries, assists in overcoming deep-seated fear of abandonment. Okay? When you start to create healthy boundaries, you can sometimes get confused and think you are being selfish or too hard on yourself and others. This is a perfectly normal part of the process of understanding and creating healthy boundaries. So be patient and gentle with yourself, and know this process is different for everyone. You may have pulled this card today because someone in your life may be taking too much from you, or you are giving too much. There requires a balance in giving and receiving. You can disempower others and yourself if this sharing comes from an unhealthy intention. And then for the prehnite over there, it says deep connection with the heart of Mother Earth, heals the deep inner realms of the heart, supports in the rebuilding of trust in a relationship, encourages you to believe in yourself and your dreams, activates the wisdom of the heart and mind. It's opaque green with white, and it's related to the heart chakra. It says uncertainty may be surrounding you right now, but the Devas remind you there is a divine plan and to trust in the flow of the universe. It is now time to trust in yourself and know that you will make the right choices for your highest good, and that all is in divine order. You may also be experiencing unsettling issues around trust, or unresolved hurts and betrayals may be surfacing. Or you may feel a lack of belief in your own ability to make the right decisions. Allow the Devas to guide you into a deeper place of healing, and let it all unfold as you embrace your pain and surrender, allowing transformation to take place. All right. Now let's get one Sacred Traveler card for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I love this card. It always gives me this very wonderful feeling of freedom, these Sacred Traveler cards. All right. Let's going to get one card, please, for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 1st to the 14th, please. There it is, unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. All right, on the bottom, embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. Embracing enthusiasm. So that was Sacred Traveler. Almost to the end, guys. It says you're exactly where you need to be. You are exactly where you need to be, even if you're not consciously aware of it. Even if you don't have all the answers, keep going forward with your heart open. If you can't see clearly ahead and don't know where you're headed, keep moving forward. Do what feels right, even if your brain doesn't agree. Your heart always knows. Instead of dismay because you are in unknown territory, celebrate that you're expanding and growing by leaps and bounds. The sacred traveler wants you to know. Sometimes the traveler feels lost, a lack of confidence or sense of being in unknown territory. It can seem that others know more or are more qualified. However, it can be this very feeling of not knowing that allows one to step outside the bounds of convention and reach beyond the parameters of self that have been imposed by family, friends, society, and religion. It can be a very good thing. It can help you to find yourself. Cherish those moments of not knowing. It's often during those times that the greatest revelations occur. Trust that all is well. You are where you should be. All right, finally, Leo, we'll get to the 2 Love Oracle cards. I'm going to start with Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. Can we get 1 card about Leo's love and romantic life, please? What does Leo need to know about love and romance? What guidance is there for Leo to shed some insight, some light and clarity onto their romantic and love lives? This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. 1 card, please. For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. That's it. On the bottom, we've got love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. We already talked about this law of attraction, right? Okay. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. For sure. Okay. So I'm going to put this running out of space. Really am. Let me see if I can make some space here. Over here. Yeah, so I'll put this over here. Romantic feelings. All right. So that is Romance Angels. Okay. Romantic feelings. That's just opened right there. Okay. The stirrings within your heart represent the song of romance calling to you. This card comes to you as guidance to follow the pathway of those feelings. Perhaps you've met someone who made your heart leap, and you wondered whether to pursue him or her. Well, this card says that the answer is yes. Take action by flirting, asking the person out on a date, or making your feelings known. If you've recently been longing for more romance in your life, this card is a signal to take charge of making that happen. You can romance yourself by, for example, treating yourself to a luxurious massage or pedicure, buying yourself presents, or watching a romantic movie. You can also actively pursue and attract romance. First, affirm that it is already inside of you. A partner definitely brings these feelings to the surface. However, they were within you as a potential initially. The more you affirm, I am romantically loved, the more you attract this condition within yourself and through a relationship. In some cases, you'll receive this card as a signal that you are ready for a new relationship. It then guides you to take action, such as being aware of people who meet you may be potential partners, as well as frequenting places where such potential partners may be. These would be locations or events associated with your hobbies and interests. So that's just an affirmation there that you're ready for romance again, and to put out the kind of energy that would attract the kind of love that you want, right? Get that for everybody. So it's not a something I'm just saying for Leo. All right, so last card. This is Whispers of Love. Congratulations for sticking with me all the way till the end here. That's the good news, right? The romantic feelings card. You're going through a heartbreak, loss, disappointment here. On the bottom, you've got love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, right? So we're sensing this kind of defensiveness, blocked off energy, wanting, oh geez, wanting the commitment, but you're so, apparently this King of Swords is you, Leo. Because the Oracle cards clarified that it's this very logical, you know, analytical approach to everything. And you're kind of ignoring the softer, kind of intuitive, feminine energy. So, let's get one card, please, for Leo. Focusing on the small tasks, not putting pressure on yourself, saying you're exactly where you need to be. Establishing healthy boundaries. Don't let people use you. Don't use others. You need healing for your heart chakra and your base chakra. You can just Google that. Heart chakra, green stones will help. This one's called Prenite, and your base chakra. Red jasper, very inexpensive, powerful crystal. All right. This is for Leo. Last card, please. What does Leo need guidance with? Okay, I'm gonna stop there. On the bottom, we've got I love you. These are very important words. Beautiful. It's like the cover of the deck. On the front, the top here, we've got receive with love and appreciation. Receiving something lovingly from others is a way of showing love. Let's read about it. Just wonder if you can see all this. Hold on a second. Red jasper. I'm going to move this over. Let's put this here. Okay. 34. This is very short. A simple consideration is to be courteous when someone is trying to give us something. The angels encourage us to be able to graciously receive as an act of kindness. Allow someone the opportunity to express love by accepting what someone wants to do or give to you. So Leo, that was just a card about a simple consideration to be courteous when someone's trying to give us something. Encouraging you by the angels to be gracious in receiving as an act of kindness, and allow someone the opportunity to express love by accepting what someone wants to do or give to you. All right, Leo, that was it. Just to recap quickly, you've been going through something. You're going through a breakup and you want a commitment, though I see that you want, really, your focus is on marriage and stability and establishing deep roots in this lifetime, okay? You want that full package. You've been feeling like an outsider. You've been in your feelings. You've been separated from someone, brought news of a breakup. Could be a third-party situation going on. And now you want more, except you're closed off and unreceptive at the outcome, okay? But there are romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. It's saying go out to places that you frequent, such as your hobbies and stuff, to meet someone who has something in common with you, because you are ready for romance again. You need heart healing, base chakra healing, and to take it step by step and slowly. You don't need to put so much pressure on yourself. It's saying that you are where you need to be, and you have been doing inner work. Also to tap into your spirituality more, as you need to just, it's been a lot of analytical and logical thinking, approaching life with logic, and yet you want, like, you know, like the Hierophant here with the Taurus, and the Hierophant represented here with the tradition card with Goddess Juno, but the Hierophant is traditionally ruled over by the sign of Taurus. Taurus is ruled over by the goddess Venus. Venus is the goddess of love, beauty, fertility, all the wonderful feminine, fertile energy, okay? So if you want that, you can't get fertility, beauty, love, energy with the King of Swords. Because if you're the King of Swords, you're approaching it in a more calculated, kind of analytical, kind of logical way, right? It's like air element versus earth element. Okay, you want earth element, earth energy here, and grounding and all that, but you're approaching it with the mind and the intellect, which is not working in that way, not working the way you want it to work. You've been asked to be more spiritual, to trust your intuition more than your logic. okay, lately. And to listen and be receptive to, you know, symbols or the songs on the radio or little synchronicities, to pick up on those kind of cues and enhance your own kind of intuition and even psychic abilities, okay? So that was your reading, Leo, for February 1st to the 14th. Please check in for your other weekly love readings. I'll have the next bi-weekly general, just like this, up on the 15th of February, as well as please check your February love reading, okay? So February love reading is already up. Take care. Bye, Leo.